1-1, New Year NewsBurst 2012.
Happy New Year.
18 degrees your wake-up temperature in Waukesha today. 20 degrees your wake-up temp in Milwaukee. It is blustery. Here's the rest of the storm team forecast from Scottsdale. Early snow showers diminishing to flurries, gradually decreasing clouds later. Windy and colder with a high today near 21 degrees. In the news today, we have police who have arrested a 17-year-old who is accused of killing a couple from New Berlin in a drunk driving crash on New Year's morning. This was the crash at about 27th and St. Paul in Milwaukee. According to police, the teen ran off from the scene of the accident, and it may have been the teenager's own brother who turned him in. Drunk driving arrests were actually down this year for the New Year's holiday. Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reporting there were 30-some arrests in Milwaukee County. That's actually down from the number of arrests for the 2011 New Year. Iowa caucuses tomorrow. Mitt Romney, Ron Paul are on top of the latest polls with Rick Santorum surging. Our Charles Benson is in Iowa. We'll be reporting tonight in our afternoon and evening newscast here on today's TMJ4. If you want to check out Charles, he knows his way around Iowa.
He certainly does.
He does good stuff there. Caucuses again tomorrow. Cold today, as we've said, but the ice is still thin. Another important reminder of that. A couple of kids fell through the ice on Wood Lake up in Sheboygan County. They are going to be okay, but don't be walking around out there just yet.
Well, Wood Lake is a relatively small lake, so
right, so
still a problem there.
If you're wondering whether or not it's thick enough, it's not. Okay. Rose Parade is today right here on today's TMJ4. It's a 10 a.m. start our time. Look for the Pulaski Red Raider Marching Band from Wisconsin. That worked out okay for them, huh?
Not to be confused with the Tosa
Wauwatosa East Red Raider Marching Band, which has been in the Rose Parade as well, but not this year. But it'll be the Pulaski Red Raiders marching in the parade today. Badgers looking to contain the Oregon Ducks. High-powered offense. There's nothing else to say about it. I would be surprised if we do. On Wisconsin, I hope we do, but
we've shown that we have a high-powered offense too.
Also,
at times,
we
yes.
do. So it'd be a huge win and an upset for Bucky. Hope we pull it off. The kickoff is a little bit after 4 o'clock today out in Pasadena. Well, 4 o'clock something our time. Packers, wait, okay, we got to do this commercial, but I want to talk about the strategery. We're going to be back right after this. All right, welcome back. So, the newscast gets in the way of the news burst every now and then, but we have to talk about Packers. We know the Packers will play January 15th, will be the last game of that playoff weekend. It'll be the 3:30 kickoff. We don't know who we're going to play. We could play Detroit. If Detroit wins, we play Detroit. If Detroit loses, then we play the winner of the Giants and Falcons game.
So it's the lowest seed.
We'll always play the lowest seed because we are the top seed. But let's talk about the strategery going into the game. I love it by Mike McCarthy sitting down our marquee players because, A, you take away the worst case scenario, which is Aaron Rodgers gets hurt or Charles Woodson breaks his leg.
Sure.
So now, by sitting those guys, that can't happen.
Right.
Secondly, now you look at, okay, what's the worst that can happen? You lose the game playing your backups, and then you say, okay, well, we lost, but we didn't even play our best players, so oh well, so we lost, doesn't matter. Or you win and say, we just beat a playoff team with one arm tied behind our back.
45 points.
Wow, that was an amazing offensive performance.
Right? And nobody really talked about the weather much, but I mean, it was cold at Lambeau. Snow flying, windy.
Very windy. I was thinking about that with how accurate Matt Flynn was given the wind conditions. When we saw a couple of wayward field goals. That's how they win.
Good stuff, yeah.
So the Packers go flying into the playoffs, 15-1 on the regular season. We'll see them in a couple of weeks.
Fun stuff.